Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Welcome to the live stream. Today is Monday, April 7th, 2025. What a crazy day this is going to be. Wow. I don't know if you guys were watching the market open yesterday, but let's do a quick roll call, guys. Kind of see who's in here. We'll make this really quick. I don't really expect much this morning. I think this thing is, once the market opens, this thing's going to shoot straight down, but we'll see what happens. Beth, good morning to you. Joe, good morning. Benjamin Molina, good morning to you. Mitch Simpson, how are you? Miguel, good morning to you. Trader Hawk, good morning. Trampas, good morning. Nice to see you, sir. Jeremy, good morning. Nice to see you. Rich Mitchell, good morning to you. Yeah, Trumpus, I was just going to talk about it. So the Globex Open yesterday, I actually was watching it. I just wanted to kind of see what was going to happen. And this thing just gapped down I think like 800 points or something crazy like that. And for those of you guys who've been kind of following me and know what I was talking about, good morning, Maya. What I was talking about 6 to 8 months ago, had some market predictions right before the elections and what was going to happen after the elections. I was close price-wise, but last week I'd made a comment in the Discord that if we lose 18,500, the support level, then we are going to drop down to 16,500. And sure enough, we got there yesterday. I wasn't expecting it to be that quickly. I thought it was going to happen sometime this week, but it got there. If we lose 16,500, it's here. Let's take a look at it real quick. This is kind of. Let's take a look at a bigger time frame. Let's look at the. Let's look at the daily. So. If you guys can see that. So there's a little dot right here, which is what I talked about. April 4th I marked it on the chart. So this is when I talked about basically getting to this level. So, so basically if we lose, like I said, somewhere around, right here, 16,000, right around here, 16,500, if we lose this line right here. So if I draw a line, you'll be able to see, right here. So you can see right here is where we actually kind of try to hit it. And this was back in January 23. And then it bounced out, and then it tried to test it again, bounced out, dropped a little below. This is towards the end of October, and it bounced down and basically hit out of here. And then we were looking for, I was looking at a point around 18.5 is what I was talking about, which is right here. And if we lose that, then we're going back down to here to test this. We lose this, and we got some problems. So we'll see what happens. But I think the market's going to pretty much open and gap down relatively quickly. Okay, the market's going to open in about 2 seconds. Let's go back to normal time here so we can look at the chart, current time. Good morning, Russell. How are you? So, again, I wasn't really expecting much. Here's another thing that I'm kind of looking at. If you guys can see this right here at the top of the screen. This little number right here, that's the spread. And the entire overnight, it was sitting somewhere between 3.5 and 4.5 points. It was getting to somewhere 2.5 points. The spread is just too much for me at this point. So even if this thing does get a setup to go long, which I doubt, but we'll see, because we need to get somewhere above here, somewhere around this price. I'm guessing somewhere around, let's see, like 17,036. So somewhere around here. So if we get up there, then I'll get a long signal. I don't even think I'm going to trade this thing just because of the market conditions. I am not looking to get into a trade and be 4 points behind the 8 ball when I'm only looking for a 13-point move, especially the way that the market's been moving. This candle right here, that's a 77-point candle. This is the candle right before the open. So when I'm seeing all this stuff, guys, got to be really, really worried about getting into a trade especially with the way that this is set up for us. The only way I would, consider taking this, and I'll have to kind of rework this, is if I switch over to micros and I basically expand my stop quite a bit and expand the target, just because we're looking at the different size moves. So, like I said, again, I'm looking to go above 37, 17,037, which can happen. But I just don't think I'm going to, take this thing. Again, better safe than sorry. I'm running, I came in here this morning to be with you guys just to kind of show you what I'm thinking. And this is where discipline really kicks in. And if the trade doesn't, set up, then obviously I'm not going to take it. And I've had somebody comment saying, well, why would you not take a trade? I said, well, because the trade setup doesn't call for it. And I'm not just going to force a trade just to say that I took a trade that's a bad trade. Not going to do that. And at the same time, we also have to look at market conditions and see that if we are getting such wide spreads and things like that. Chad, there's no audio in the Discord. Okay, we'll have to get that fixed. I'm not really quite sure what is happening in there. It looks like I'm coming through in the Discord, but we'll fix it after with the stream in here. So, but thanks for letting me know. I was trying to get it fixed before the live stream, but I guess when I wasn't getting a response, I guess I should have known that people couldn't hear me. Anyhow, we've got about another minute and a half before the 5-minute candle opens. And like I said, we're looking to get above 17,030, 37 to take a long. Yeah, no, Mitch, I guess not. I guess it's just not working in the Discord. So I apologize for that. Like I said, after the stream, we'll get that ironed out. Anyway, so going back to what I was saying, I'm not just going to sit and force a bad trade just to take a bad trade. It's either I get a good setup and I take it, or I don't. And I completely thought I lost my train of thought. And that's a problem with these short streams. I can't really seem to get everything that I wanted to say into the stream because it's so short. And if I was to stream this thing longer, then we can spend some more time together. Just out of curiosity, for you guys who are in here right now, how many of you would stick around longer if I was to run this thing, for the remainder of the morning? Let's say for like the first hour or something like that. Can you like type a me in the chat or something like that, just so I kind of get a gauge of who's going to stay in here? Bob, good morning to you. I haven't seen you this morning. Good morning. Just on Mondays, Mitch? Fair enough. Yeah, because like I said, I want to make sure that there's guys in here, that we can get some value together. Otherwise I won't do this. So, okay. So the new 5 minutes about to open, actually it did open. Looks like my chart's lagging a little bit. Now I got all kinds of problems. So the new 5 minute did open. I'm sitting here yapping. It opened about a minute ago. And we did not get a signal, obviously. So there was nothing. Russell, you'd be in here too? All right, thanks. Yeah, Trepus, I guess I could. I just don't know if I would meet their qualifications to be one of their team traders. I don't know what they're looking for. But yeah, thanks for that suggestion. We'll definitely take a look at it. So anyhow, we did not get a setup. Like I said, I wasn't really anticipating one just because of the way that the market was, pushing down. Let's see, we are down 700 points from the open of yesterday. Beth, my question was, if I was to stream this thing, longer for like another hour in the mornings, how many of you guys would stick around in here? That was the question. We had 20 people in here earlier, and I think the majority of you guys already dropped off. So, some of you guys are just looking to see what we're getting first, 5 minutes, and then we're out, which is what it was designed for. I just wanted to know who would stick around in here. If I was to stay longer, then we can cover more things. We have a little more time to chat and interact, and I can get more of my thoughts out. It's just that it's such a short stream. Can't really get a whole lot, out there. It was designed, but so yeah, Beth. So the question is, would you stick around in here? And that was the question that I was looking for. All right, guys. We'll call it. We'll see what happens. We'll run this question for the rest of the week and see how many of you guys decide to stick around in here. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. If you guys enjoy this content, again, we're trying to get some stuff. Thanks, Trumpus. I appreciate it. It is very specific. We are looking for a very specific setup. If it doesn't show up, I will not take a trade, as you guys know. Not going to force a bad trade. That's it. So, all right, guys. That's going to be it for this morning. As you can see, the market is still pushing down, which is what I was kind of expecting. Again, keep an eye out on the 16,500 level, which is right down here. I actually have it marked from yesterday, from the overnight, actually from the open of the afternoon yesterday. Keep an eye on it. See what happens. If we drop below it, we'll look at 15,003 or something like that. So, all right, Phil. Good morning to you, by the way. So you would stick around? That's good to know. I appreciate that. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate the support, by the way. You guys have no idea. I mean, this is the reason why I do this, is because of you guys. Well, I'm sure you do, Trampus. Again, I'm just, this is just me. And, if you guys are getting value out of this, I'm going to continue doing this, obviously. So, when you guys are here supporting me, I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. So, with that being said, I think I've yapped enough. We'll call it for today. We'll pick it up again tomorrow. Maybe we'll start a little bit earlier and have that conversation a little bit earlier before the market opens. Maybe you guys can get in here a little bit earlier. I'll get in here a little early as well. Thanks, Rich. I appreciate it. And we will see you guys all back here again tomorrow. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, keep an eye on the 16,500 level, and we'll see what happens. And we will talk to you guys later. Bye now.